We are going live, and I believe we are live. Let me refresh everything again to check, but it appears that we're live. Okay. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. This is day 2 of our 2023 conference. We don't necessarily have an agenda tonight because this was sort of our down evening. We weren't sure what we were going to do with it, and initially we weren't really going to put anything here, but we decided it was a good idea to hop on stream, have a bit of a live stream, and what we're doing tonight is going to be a very casual late night chat. We're going to maybe incorporate some radical democracy activities, if we can think of any. We just didn't want to leave a closed spot on the schedule. So I am Anthony J. I am the current chair. I'm hoping to keep that position. Please vote for me on Sunday or whenever the poll goes live. And I have with me two wonderful guests who are also running for different positions. Rowan, I see you first. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Introduce myself. I'm running. I guess I got nominated for Swarm Care Manager. I am Rowan. I'm 21 years old. I'm a major of history. I have experience in campaigning for candidates, usually of the Democratic Party. I also am a representative of my school's student government. And yeah, that's me. And I also enjoy being a political pirate. Yeah, let's go, baby. That good?
Yes, that is good. Sorry, I I was muted for a second. All right, next is Michael.
All right. Do I have to get as specific as that?
No, you don't have to be.
Hi, my name is Michael. I am from New Jersey. I am also 21. I have been nominated. I'm a nominee for the scribe or secretary of the Pirate Party. I'm a music major, so kind of vastly different from politics. But politics is something that I care deeply about, and I think the country needs to be run better. So I'm hoping to be some small part of it as the scribe of the Pirate Party if I am elected. So yeah.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why I went into a whole vote for me spiel, but
No, it's all right. Sell yourself. I think you have a good chance at the position. I mean, hey, we haven't been able to get a Matthew to one of these
That's
things
true.
yet. So as far as the general audience is concerned, you're selling yourself as the front runner for the secretary position.
Mhm. Then again, Matthew probably has more experience in the field than I. But I have experience with documents and transcribing things and running documents and running other things as a Twitch moderator for a Twitch streamer and a Discord moderator.
Look, sometimes you
If
gotta
that
put
counts.
Discord moderator on your resume. Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
I feel like in 20 years, Discord and Twitch moderator is certainly going to be something that's worth noting.
In-demand skills.
For sure. Listen, it's rough. There are some crazy people that stumble onto Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of bots.
Yeah. Daryl V, I see you both in chat. You're both in the Discord. If either of you want to come on and join the conversation, you're more than welcome to. Just ask. I trust you both. All right. Well, we will see if either of them take up the offer. In the meantime, actually, you know what? Since the big part of the conference this year is the whole trying out how to make the organization even more democratic, including finally actually doing democratic officer elections, I do actually want both of you to give campaign pitches. Since that's the big gimmick this year, I want you two to do it again now that you've had some experience doing it yesterday.
Like campaign? What do you mean? Like you want me to answer questions?
Yeah. No, I don't want you to answer any questions. I'm saying, Rowan, what kind of swarm care manager will you be? Give the audience a pitch here. What are your how will you run the organization? What's your organizing philosophy?
Well, I first want to humble myself in relation to the fact that I think currently Mitch is doing a great job in this role. So in the case that, well, I'm pretty sure if Mitch is running for this role, I would endorse him before I endorse myself. But if it was to be me, I would say that I would try my best to lead to my. I said this before, and I know some people told me not try, but try to make amends with the Kentucky party. I really like to work on that. I know it's probably there's not a big chance for that. Some people said, and some people said it might be really hard, but that's something I think I would enjoy doing and trying to create, at least culturally, a more unified state of the state parties. Also, the second big thing, which I think is bigger in my opinion, is helping people start doing tablings in their states. I think that'd be something I can't really do directly hands-on, sadly, because I'm in Wisconsin when I'm in school, and when I'm not in school, I'm in Illinois. So I can be hands-on as much as I can in relation to those two states. But outside of that, I can't be as much. But I'd love to help people, if they need my assistance, like coordinate how they want to do that. Maybe kind of like have a system in which we can kind of like get photos, like so state parties who do it, we can they can show off like what they've done, and they can, tell me how their experience was and their highs and lows. I'd love to do that as well. Starting to get people to do in-person campaigning or activism. And other than that, I like the third thing I do is truly just be anyone who wants to contact me about any issue they have within the party. I try my best to make sure I'm available. Anything is close to 24/7 in relation to people being able to email or message me about issues they're facing, and if I can, hopefully resolve them so everyone can have a better time being in the United States Pirate Party. But yeah, that's my spiel. I think that I could do the role if people vote for me. I think I could do it as well as anyone could. But I think, obviously, in my opinion, I will again state that if Mitch is gunning for this role, I endorse him before I endorse myself, because I think what he's doing in this role is already magnificent.
All right, thank you, Rowan. Michael, do you have a similar pitch?
Man, I don't know if it's a similar pitch, but I just wrote something on the fly on my phone in my notes app. I don't know how great it's gonna end up, but I will do my best to make it come across
All right, no, go
as
ahead.
best as I can. Yeah. So, if elected scribe or secretary, whichever you want to call it, I would be cool with either. I would make it a top priority to push for more transparency, where minutes for each meeting would be easier to access for our fellow pirates, and even outside people looking in, wondering about the pirate party. And I would make it open for feedback. If anyone has any feedback, they would send it their way. And hopefully we would take that into account. I don't have much experience in politics, like officially in like positions, but I have campaigned, or at least tried to, on Twitter, which granted isn't the most enticing platform, but it's definitely a start, I think. And I do have experience transcribing documents and, setting and organizing documents. Being a Discord and Twitch moderator, I've needed to organize some documents for some commands, for example. So, yeah.
All right,
Vote for
thank
me.
you.
Yeah.
And V, yes, vote for Michael. V also hopped on. V, we were kind of getting back into uh, the swing of kind of talking about the elections, since that's our big gimmick this year. But we're also trying to come up with any activities we can do in stream tonight that are in the spirit of radical democracy. Do you have any ideas?
Um, well, we can talk about, copyright. There, there's no copyright, uncopyright, copyleft, and public domain. There are the big alternatives to copyright. So, we can open up the floor to, the nominees. Which copyright do you like? And also to our chat. Uh, who do we have in chat? Well, I was in chat. Um, what about that?
I mean, it'd be interesting. I must admit, I'm not too well spoken in the terminologies in relations to copyright positions on the copyright. I could state what my opinion is, and then maybe someone could fit it into a box of all those terminologies because I'm not well spoken. All I know is that I do think the copyright system that's currently in place is truly anti-democratic in every sense of the word. The biggest example I can think in relation to people like me, college students, is textbooks. The textbooks are one great example about how it can be turned into monopoly, especially in relations to the print and sale of college slash educational textbooks, as only certain people can spread. Like they do research for certain textbooks. They do certain research or studies. They then can only print it on those specific textbooks, and then they can increase the price because there's not that much competition. And in the case of college textbooks, especially, a professor will assign you specific textbooks and sometimes even specific editions. So then you're even strangleholded into this, specific product, and therefore you can't really. There's not a secondary option for you to choose. You either have to pay, it can be from as low as 50, but to as high as 250, depending on what type of book you're looking at. And you had to pay that unless you, of course, pirate it, in which I can't legally say anything, but some people have needed to do that in relation to being able to afford to get an education because it already costs so much in this country to receive an education. But then even when you have to pay so much for the materials alone, I think that is inherently anti-democratic in relations to letting people participate in the process. I think that having access to knowledge through, again, textbook is the example I'm thinking of, but it can apply to many other things. I think the access to especially crucial information like that, educational information, should be accessible to everybody, so people can succeed and have a fair chance in this already unfair system. So yeah, I don't know. I think that the copy, there's cases for reform in which they changed the times. I think recently though it got expanded from 50 years to 70 years for copyright, if I'm not mistaken. 50 to 70 years. It was 50 years originally after it becomes void, but now it
Right, right.
got
50 years after death of the individual, but that does not include the copyrights of a business, which a
yeah.
business can hold copyright as well. And I do want to interject. What do we think, everyone, about what's the difference between an individual owning a copyright and a business owning a copyright? Just from glance and cursory view from your
Should
perspective.
businesses even be allowed to own copyright? I mean, if we're actually going to
Well,
go, a copyright radical as we are the pirate party.
yeah. I mean, I think
I don't
like
even know. A lot of our issues tend to stem in that direction from, you know, this idea that somehow someone other than the person who created the thing or the people who created the thing have a unique right to it that really only makes sense in the purview of the person who made the thing being entitled to the fruits of their labor, right? So, are organizations owning copyright? Like, is that even a good idea?
well, I
If
know.
we're going totally radical
Right.
here?
Apologies. I know most recently, I think it's like this lawsuit from Taco Bell to free Taco Tuesday back to the people. Apparently, Taco Tuesday has been, uh, I guess, not necessarily copyrighted, but trademarked at least by a restaurant I think Taco John's. Trying to look this up. Yeah, Taco John's. So yeah, I mean, I don't think like businesses should be able to like copyright things, at least terms. I don't know. It depends. But my opinion, copyright needs to be reformed, and it shouldn't have a grasp on consumers and people in general for as long as it does right now. Like most notably as well, like Ed Sheeran and Marvin Gaye. I know it's not a business per se, but like copyright laws with music as well, just in general.
Well, yeah.
Copyright definitely shouldn't have a hold on the general public as long as it does.
Oh, dead air. Huh, Michael, I just wanted to add to it that the idea of music, for example, music, you have the music that where it's written, that's one copyright. You have music where it's performed, that's another copyright. And then every time you perform a music piece for profit, that's like already a infringement of copyright. I want to go back to this idea that AJ has brought up that are we radical enough to say that businesses should not have more rights than individuals?
Oh,
Um,
for sure.
for example, a business can completely keep applying for a copyright extension after the 70 years. So, if a business is going to be infinitely worth, the country is only so old, right? 1778. So, if the business can just last forever, then that copyright just lasts forever. Any other thoughts on we talked about copyright. We're being radical and saying that corporations don't or should not have as big of a pool on copyright. um I feel what other thoughts do we have on this?
Roman, if you want to go.
Oh, well, I was gonna kind of expand on it, but I also will warn you. I think I might take it a little bit different direction. So if someone has something more
Oh,
copyright,
yeah.
I was gonna go.
I was just gonna say that like I think it's a bit more fair for businesses to copyright and like protect something that they have like created from other businesses, but it definitely shouldn't have a grasp on people, like the individual like people. Corporations should not have more power than individuals. Like again, like Taco Tuesday, for example. It's become such a common phrase that one business should not trademark or copyright that. Like individuals shouldn't be scared to say Taco Tuesday. I mean, I know I'm saying it right now, so
I guess strikes.
I'm not scared. If Taco John's wants to come sue me, so be it. Free Taco Tuesday back to the people. No, but yeah. Sorry, I kind of got a bit off
Yeah, I
tangent.
think we got a little round-winded.
Sorry.
AJ, do you have any?
Rowan, if you want to.
Well, I
Sorry.
think I might want to expand on that in relation
Okay.
to corporations and people. I think that really expands on an issue of the issue of who's the corporate. Currently, corporations have more power than individuals in this country. I think that's kind of really well known based on many Supreme Court decisions. Citizens United is the most prominent one people think of, but there's probably ones happening at least every day coming out of the courts that are proven to be making it so corporations have the upper hand against everyday individuals. And that's why I think that I wouldn't even particularly call it radical. I think radical sometimes is a negative tone in relation to certain aspects, but I would agree nonetheless that taking the quote unquote radical position in relation to copyright is not incorrect. But I think the goal of it really is to make it a fair economy, because I mean the thing is, I think the goal, at least in my opinion, I think there might be individuals who disagree, but at least in the case of the Illinois Pirate Party, we want to have a fairer economy. I mean, that's what's in our platform. I should probably check the U.S. Pirate Party platform as well. But in relation to making it easier for individuals to have success in the economy, for them to participate in it, and when you have big corporations who have much more leverage, able to block individuals who want to start their own ventures, and copyright laws are definitely a form of that for smaller businesses and entrepreneurs. I think there's the question of, is it a fair economy if someone already has all the cards on their deck and you have no cards in your deck? And I think the goal in the end of the day is to make sure that anyone who has an idea should be able to enact on that idea. And if that means lessening the copyright powers of these big corporations, I think it is the pirate position, no doubt, to be against the idea of copyright in relation to corporations, or at the very least reforming it so that it has minimal influence that would harm younger entrepreneurs or worker-owned industry companies, so on and so forth. But I think that people versus corporations, the whole idea is making policies and supporting policies that make it so individuals, have the ability to be on the same playing field as corporations, which is currently not the case.
Okay, thank you, Rowan. Do we have any more final thoughts on this topic before we get into one of our improvised activities?
Well, I mean, if I may.
Sure.
Yeah. Not so much on the topic of like businesses with copyright, but just as a musician and a music major, I briefly touched upon the Ed Sheeran versus Marvin Gaye lawsuit that claimed that Ed Sheeran's song, Thinking Out Loud, stole from the Marvin Gaye song, blanking on the name of it. But it's the one popular Marvin Gaye song. Anyway, in other cases like this as well, there was a similar one with Dua Lipa and Katy Perry. Just having these big name artists be tried for copyright of songs that frankly don't even sound the same, just because of a simple chord progression, and just because they share a simple chord progression. I think it's quite scary that this is happening, because as a musician, like, no music is going to sound or be original. Music builds on itself, and there are only so many limits in the musical confines. So of course something is going to sound similar, and also inspiration breeds, I think inspiration breeds creativity. So where am I going with this? I had a goal in mind. Right. Yeah. So, I don't think that copyright, the way it is now, should exist for musicians and music. I think the best music comes from inspiration from other music. So I think the copyright laws right now really hurt and harm that.
Thank you, Michael.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that
Hope I made myself
go to
clear.
music.
I hope I came across.
no, I think you've made yourself clear.
Yeah, cool.
Because with music, all of the contradictions and issues that are currently in our copyright system,
Yes.
they really start to shine, because this isn't the only time that someone sued someone else over a chord progression.
Exactly.
And sometimes they win. Sometimes they win.
Yeah, like I think, for example, like Robin Thicke and Marvin Gaye, and another Marvin Gaye song. I've listened to the two songs. I don't believe the two songs sound identical, but the Marvin Gaye estate won that lawsuit, which is pretty scary. Yeah.
And I do think that it's great. The movement really has a history of being built primarily by two groups. Uh, they tend to be our main constituents:
Mhm.
artists and academics, and that's
Yes.
absolutely for a reason, because those are the two groups of people that know how it feels to get screwed over by copyright.
Oh yes.
All right, so if we have no further chat, I should make sure. Any further topics of conversation related to this specifically? Going once, going twice, sold. Okay. Next up, guys, we are going to play a radically collaborative session of AI Dungeon. Let me share my stream.
Oh, AI is an entirely different conversation.
Oh yeah, there's a whole conversation we could have about that.
Ugh.
Do you all see this?
Yes.
Can someone check and
Yes.
see if the stream sees this?
I will check right now. I have it pulled up.
Or you
And
can
I'm
check
gonna
chat.
see my face and the... Wait. Okay. I think stream sees it.
Okay.
Cool.
We are going to go on an adventure with AI Dungeon, but we're going to need a prompt. I'm going to start out with we are
Oh
going
yeah,
to
stream
play
is on
as
delay.
yes.
Yeah.
We are going to play as Piratey McPirateface himself, which is a character that Drew turned him into a character, and he has made ChatGPT generate some crazy stories about Piratey McPirateface. So we are going to continue that tradition. You are Piratey McPirateface. You have been on many voyages throughout your lifetime. And can someone also monitor chat to see suggestions? Because we are going to have a lot of suggestions. Oh no, can you all see the the Discord notifications on the screen? Oh no.
No,
Uh,
I don't think so.
No, we can't.
okay, I'm hoping that that doesn't come across because the group name is nothing offensive, but it is a little silly and embarrassing. Let me see if it.
I mean, I could watch more closely and make sure, but I
Let
don't
me
think so.
see. I want to monitor chat.
I like how you are you're giving away that you have Canvas though. It's
Yes,
lovely.
there's nothing I can do about that.
I hate Canvas.
Oh, I use Canvas.
Yeah.
I despise it.
Why do you despise
Alright.
it?
What?
Why do you despise it?
I just think it's not as user friendly as Google Classroom.
I've never used Google Classroom.
See, I used Google Classroom in high school, and then I used Canvas, and I'm using Canvas in college. So
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I think we're good on that.
anyway,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
not to get sidetracked.
I've used Google Classroom in high school. I'm using Canvas right now at Indiana University. And when I was at a smaller four-year college, we used something called Blackboard. If anyone knows what Blackboard is, I don't know if anyone would.
Nope.
All right, then that's okay. Let's see. So what? Let's see. And is everything? Actually, can you all watch? Shoot, I don't know if we have any moderators in chat. We'll have to figure it out. We'll have to figure it out. Um, uh, no, Canvas is way better than Blackboard. Okay, so
Wish I could pull out a YouTube. Oh, there is a pop-up chat. Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on. See if I can like do something fancy.
let's start in media res here. You are Piratey McPirateface. You have been on many voyages throughout your lifetime, but none have been as daunting as this. Where is he? What's going on?
You're in Chicago.
You are in Chicago. All right. Let's keep it coming. What's he doing in Chicago? You are in Chicago trying to find.
Mitch. Trying to find Mitch.
Mitch DeVillo, current swarm care manager of the United States Pirate Party. But you cannot seem to find him. You are starting to wonder if something shady has happened. Okay. What else? Let's keep going.
Bananas.
We have a suggestion in the chat. Daryl W.
Okay.
Purry says he put ketchup on his hot dog. I think it's because the stream is behind, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shoot. How do we can incorporate that?
And Doug Stereo says, in a world where this was a bigger party, we would have this conference in Chicago.
Hey, 2024. We're hoping to have a
That's what I was going to say. Yeah, we're pushing for
Yeah.
that in 2024. So.
Oh yeah.
There is ketchup on your hot dog. Things are not going well
That's so
for
true.
you right now. Okay. We'll give chat a second to incorporate some other suggestions, and then we'll just put this in and see what happens.
May take more than a few minutes.
Yeah.
For it to...
We'll wait for it. Can someone tell the Discord we're playing AI? No, actually, I can hop on my phone and do that.
V says, don't they add pickles to hot dogs? What? Do they? I was going to say, relish?
Yeah. All right. Do we have any more suggestions from chat? They seek to rally up new pirates to go on a voyage. Yeah, that's a good one. You may need help for this. You consider recruitment by tabling a booth
Ooh,
for
using
the
hot dogs for recruiting scallywags.
USPP. Yeah. You might use hot dogs on ketchup. Okay.
OMG, we're playing AI Dungeon on stream?
Yeah.
That's so crazy.
Oh,
Wow.
The Loop. The Loop is the downtown central business district of Chicago. Here we go.
Wait, what's the...
But where do you start looking for this elusive swammer? Did I say swam care?
Wait, did you? No. You have swarm
No,
care.
I didn't. Where do you start looking for this elusive swammer?
AI is
Go
funky.
look at the Cloudgate, aka the bean.
Okay.
Daryl says incorporate the Cubs in somehow.
Okay,
Stereo says
you have
and the
good
Hawks.
taste.
Okay.
You got a Cubs fan in the chat? You have good taste. Mitch is a Sox fan.
I immediately leave and go to the bean. Is that the play? We'll let chat catch up for a second.
The bean. What is the bean?
It's a bean. Big bean that's in Chicago. Big silver bean.
Cloudgate?
Yeah.
Wait. Oh, for real? Oh, this is a real thing. Okay.
Yeah.
The bean is Cloudgate. The bean is Cloudgate. It's a big...
That's incredible. I did not know about that.
I immediately leave and go to the bean.
Hell yeah.
We'll see what happens from here.
Oh, it looks like Congress just approved a deal to avert U.S. default. Breaking
Hey,
news.
that's nice. We all knew they were going to do that. It's
To,
just
to
political
do
theater.
what?
It was gonna
Avert us defaulting on our loans.
yeah.
They were going to do that. There was no question. It was all a theater. But you decide to take a break from the search for Mitch and go to the Bean, a famous coffee shop. Okay, so AI Dungeon does not know what the Bean is. That's okay. You sit at a table with your own laptop and work on your
Do you
pirate
have
costume.
to give AI Dungeon the proper name for the bean?
Uh, what was it again?
Do you need to give AI the proper name for the bean for it to know what it is?
Sure. What was it again?
Anyway. Oh, the
The
bean.
name. Yeah.
Okay, I don't know. Though to be fair, I think there is I know locally. I think there's like a stone bean or something like that.
The Bean is not a famous coffee
Immediately
shop.
leave it.
Wait, what the fuck?
No, that's funny though because there is a local Well, I say local. It's like 30 minutes from me, but there is a coffee shop like sort of local
Yeah.
called the Stone Bean. Yeah, Cloudgate.
Okay.
I think it's
I
two
immediately
words.
leave and go to the Cloud Gate or whatever. We'll see what happens.
All right, whatever.
An internet cloud that makes personal data instantly accessible from any internet connected device. You
See,
wonder
we
if
wouldn't
Mitch
have
has
that
a
without
Cloud Gate
copyright.
account.
Or we wouldn't have that with copyright.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my suggestion is that we see if Mitch has put anything on his CloudGate account recently. But we'll also accept suggestions from chat.
Now I want some coffee.
We'll give it a second. I mean, do you all have any ideas?
I mean, check the CloudGate account, I guess. Yeah, let's see if he has. Let's see if he first of all does have a CloudGate account, and then from there see what's on it.
Mm-hmm. All right. I mean, it doesn't look like there are any suggestions from chat quite yet. We'll give it a second. Check to see if. Okay. We'll go for it.
All right. Cloudgate, the infamous follow-up to Watergate. we need to include some of that in there.
we do. You indeed find that Mitch has a CloudGate account. His password is Swarm Secret. But he has changed his password. Or he has changed it to Secret Swarm. Okay, are we hacking into his account?
Sure. I guess we discover what exactly this secret swarm is.
Is there a secret swarm, or is that just his?
I mean, I've been playing a lot of Tears of the Kingdom lately, so the first thing that comes to mind when I think of swarm is swarms of Gibdos from Legend of Zelda, which are extremely terrifying and nightmare fuelish, and should not have played it at 3 o'clock in the middle of the night last night. But that's sorry, I'm getting it.
That's perfectly
no.
right.
Yeah, I guess we find out whatever that secret swarm is.
Yeah. Chat.
I'm sure it's in
any
his file
suggestions
somewhere.
from chat. We'll let them. We will let.
What say you, chat?
Yeah. Well, let's say you, chat. But if we don't have any other suggestions, we'll just do. Try both passwords. Surely one is right.
Yes, that's right. Try both. Both. Bleh, both.
Try the password. Okay. Then that's what we'll do.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm jumping the gun. Right, you gotta put in the password.
The password you entered was Swarm Secret. Congratulations, you are now a member of the Swarm. Yo!
Yes!
Congratulations. Where do we go from here?
We investigate as now a member of the swarm. We investigate to discover what is the secret of the swarm.
See if there are any clues relating to Mitch's disappearance. I spelled that wrong.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Is
Disappearance
that
and or
Grammarly?
yes. I'm aware it's not exactly the best when it comes to privacy, but
Not sponsored.
not sponsored.
Daryl suggests search the files. And if I may build upon that, I suggest.
Still here? Okay. Yeah.
If I may build upon that, I suggest that we search the files to discover any clues. Just incorporate that.
We need to find him. Okay.
Dexteria says we are uncovering CloudGate right now.
Yeah, we're uncovering CloudGate right now.
It's crazy.
This is important. We gotta.
Also, apologies if you have a chat pulled up and I'm just reading it to you.
Sorry.
I've just noticed that. I've just thought about that.
Okay. You decide that the best way to find Mitch is to wait until he comes back from a run. He is in the middle of a 3-mile run. You wait for him to come back. That's not what we asked, but I guess we can do that. We're about to meet Mitch.
My
Sure,
gosh.
let's just do it. This is incoherent. Mitch is now running 4 miles. Oh, here we go. All right, guys, what are we saying to Mitch?
Yo, what's up? Yo, what's up, man?
Mitch, what the hell is wrong with you?
Fuck you.
All right. Hey,
Are your GPS? Daryl says, "Are your GPS coordinates listed?" Sorry, I'm doing that again. I'm sorry.
It's all right. It's
Have it.
fine. I don't remember how the system got started, but it's. I'll close chat. Let's see. The day of the CloudGate conspiracy. I got the Discord notification for that. What the hell is wrong with you? I was severely worried.
Where have you been, Slacker? Thick Chicago accent.
I'm sorry, says Mitch. I'm so sorry. I can't remember my password. I can't remember my password. Which one worked?
Yes.
Okay, Secret Swarm worked. Secret Swarm, my man. I just hacked into your account. Keep in mind we're playing as Piratey McPirateface right now.
Oh, we are?
Yeah.
Oh.
We are Piratey McPirateface. We all are.
Oh, I thought it was you are Piratey McPirateface.
That's why I was taking a run so I could think of it. I can't remember the password. That's why I was taking a run so I could think of it.
That's how that works.
Not lying.
Yeah.
I just told you the password. No, you didn't. You didn't tell me the password. Oh, really? I distinctly remember telling you the password.
I feel like we need to throw in calling Mitch a slacker, though, at one point. I don't know.
Do we want to be mean to Mitch?
I don't know. I think it's funny.
All right.
Mitch is going to watch the VOD of this and be like, you fuckers.
You are such a slacker. We need to uncover the Cloudgate conspiracy. Oh man! Please log in or create a free account to continue playing.
What?
What? What a cliffhanger, dude.
That's perfect.
Nope. That's it. That's where it ends. That's where it ends.
Tune in next time on Cloudgate Conspiracy.
They're trying to cover it. They're just
They're trying to cover it up. How do I? Shoot,
Ding ding.
I need to.
You gonna log in or
Stop sharing.
just leaving it there?
Okay, I'm gonna stop sharing my screen.
Lame.
Oh, okay. V is
Boo.
moderating YouTube unofficially. Okay.
Episode 2 coming 2024.
How are we? How are we?
Yeah, it'll be
feeling
interactive
about
at the in-person one. Yeah.
Yeah, we won't be able to play. We won't be able to play AI Dungeon at the in person.
damn. No, we could.
No, we could. Yeah, we could stream it.
Projector.
You know,
Yeah.
if anybody knows the Runaway Guys on YouTube, they have a panel where they have like a big like screen and then they stream it and then like they have people come up and interact. It could be the same thing. You know, we can pick people from the audience and you know, have them suggest stuff and yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, we
Just
could do
just a
that.
thought. Yeah.
I mean, let me see if I can log in. Maybe we can continue this if I create a free account.
That would be great.
I have a question though. While we're in a,
Yeah.
you know how like libertarians had this whole New Hampshire project thing, in which
Yeah.
they had a bunch of libertarians move to like New Hampshire because they thought that'd be the best state to like build up their numbers. What if we were to have a pirate state project? What state would it be?
That's a good question. I don't know.
Michael?
Hmm?
Do you have a state in mind for a pirate state project? Kind of like how the libertarians did that, like New Hampshire one.
State project.
Do you know about the New Hampshire one for libertarians?
Oh, I don't recall entirely.
In short, they kind of like just I think they call it like New Hampshire Free Project, and they just set like it was a thing they did where they all made a promise like people could sign up and you would have to move to New Hampshire within the next like 5 to 10 years, and the idea is to get a bunch of libertarians to live in New Hampshire so they could have like a stronghold in a small state.
Oh. Ooh, good question.
We have a lot of
I
island
personally,
suggestions.
I'm like sort of partial to Pennsylvania since it's right next to my home state. Part of me wants to say Pennsylvania, solely because the Pittsburgh Pirates exist.
Hear chat out though. We've got some island.
Yeah, no, we've got
suggestions in
some
chat.
really good ideas.
Florida Keys, Puerto Rico, or the San Juan Islands in Washington.
I don't know. Listen, personally, I'm not moving down south.
Fair enough.
I can't do the heat.
Also,
Yeah,
has
dude,
to
the
be-
heat would kill me.
I would die as soon as I step out my front door on a winter morning.
It also has to be a state. It's a state
Does have to be
project.
a state, yeah.
And sadly, well, for better or for worse, whatever your opinion is, Puerto Rico's not a state.
San Juan Islands, I guess that's in Washington.
I mean, if our goal is to be involved in just politics generally, and I guess it doesn't matter where we move, but if we want to affect every facet of national politics still, then we'd have to keep it as a state.
We could have a pirate state.
We could. We just usurp a portion of like Montana or something and declare it independent.
Yeah, or just to have so many pirates move there that we could actually vote pirates into office.
Well, that's what the libertarians were kind of trying to do, kind of. I mean, it's all complicated, and at some point it got hijacked by the paleo faction, and I mean, it sounds like all sorts of wacky stuff has happened with the Free State Project.
I think that could be fun. We could do a little pirate project, and we could have like,
Yeah.
move into Montana.
Delaware. Ugh.
Why did I just hear? Who put Delaware down?
Delaware. It's not a real state.
Delaware is not
I have a friend that lives in Delaware. It's fine. But also, it's a classic New Jersey hating on Delaware.
Hmm.
Got to do it.
All right.
Gotta make fun of
We
our
cannot. We can't resume our previous story. It looks like, but now that I have an account, we can do a different one for as long.
Why
as
was
we
it
want.
prompting you then to continue the story by logging in?
I don't know, but I can't find it.
So disappointing.
I mean, do we want to?
I might have to go.
Hold on.
I don't know.
Maybe
I feel
we
like
can-
I don't.
we
I
can
feel like I've
start-
lost all the energy now, thanks to AI Dungeon.
We could
Suck,
start as
yeah,
if it's
dungeon.
episode 2, like give a summary and then go from there.
We could. Maybe tomorrow. Come back next.
Oh, you want to? I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty sure tomorrow we actually have a real presentation.
Oh, do I need to be there for that?
I mean, we can. I mean, we still have time to fill tomorrow, Saturday, because we wanted to do all this kind of impromptu.
Mm-hmm.
We'd also like to hold, more formal candidate debates in that
Yeah.
time with the actual everyone who's actually running for particular offices. So I don't know how much time we're going to have,
Yeah.
but I mean,
I work tomorrow till 9:15, but
I gotcha.
I might have to go to
No.
second exam tomorrow.
hopefully Matthew is able to be in here, and hopefully I can jump in like around 10 or so.
Yeah, do a bit of secretary banter.
Yeah, as however fun that could be.
All right. I mean,
I don't know how interesting that would get, but
I don't know. It might. We could throw
No,
some
it's-
interesting questions your way.
yeah, we could.
All right. I mean, are we? I know you said you were winding down a little bit, Michael. Are we heading out or?
Yeah.
Right, so I got to do an exam tomorrow.
I see. I mean,
I guess
I'm-
it's about to kick us out. Anyway,
So I guess we're just kicking it,
yeah.
ending it there.
And we don't have
We're under
to.
our belts.
What?
We got an hour under our belt, and I think we entertained the masses. The masses being the pirates out in chat.
I don't know, chat. What say you? Have you been entertained?
Have you been entertained?
Wait for it to catch
I
up.
guess we'll find out whenever
YouTube wants
whenever
to catch up.
that question gets to chat.
Drum roll, please. Whoever's left of the chat, I guess maybe.
We've got one. Oh,
Maybe
it's
two.
just me. Are you entertained?
Oh. Yeah, are you entertained? Yeah. Yay!
Yo.
Let's go.
All right. They think they've been entertained.
Nice.
That was a weird laugh. I apologize
That
for
sounded so bad. That sounded so like, they think they've been entertained. You fools.
We tricked them all out.
You've been fools. We've tricked you.
You've fallen right into my trap, all according to plan.
We're being boring on
Insert that light Yagami Death Note meme. Well, let's hope we've entertained the masses enough for them to all vote
yeah.
for us.
Vote for me. Vote, if you're cool, you'll vote
If you're cool, you'll vote for Michael.
Michael for secretary.
If you're cool, you'll either vote Mitch for Mitch. You'll either vote for me or vote for Mitch. I'm gonna be biased and say I like Mitch's chair or vice chair. but if of course if he's not either of those, he should be Swarm Care before me.
I mean,
Well, I'm honored, Duck Stereo.
if Mitch wins this competitive vice chair election or the chair, but I'm honestly kind of eyeing how this vice chair thing is going to turn out.
Me too.
There could really be a room for you to be Swarm Care on a lot of people's ballots.
We'll see if people like me. If they think I'm good, then I'm not gonna. I don't like the idea of advertising too much because I think if people like what I say or if they know me, hopefully they'll vote for me. But at the same time, I don't want people to be voting me just because, you know.
Who else is
I think it's gonna be
running for
Mitch.
Swarm
I think it's
Care?
Mitch and Matthew.
That's
I
right.
think
Yeah.
was Matthew.
Wait.
Let me
was
check
it?
the list real quick.
No, it was Secretary. I think not.
I've got.
Oh no,
I
yeah,
can.
he also accepted for Swarm Care. That's right.
Let me pull
Oh
this
yeah,
up real
Vice Chair.
quick. I've got the list, and I've also got the people who accepted.
Oh, there's a lot of yeah. Drew has been accepted the nomination for. I didn't realize how many there were for Vice Chair. That'll
There's a
definitely be
lot for
interesting.
vice
That'll
chair.
definitely be one to watch for sure.
Uh, Duck Stereo 7 in chat said AJ for chair, Mitch for vice. I mean, look, Mitch is great, and I trust him. I would really, I mean, Mitch V. I think we've all sort of proved that, and I don't know how to say this in a weird way, or how to not say this in a weird way, but I think all three of us have proved that we're pretty useful for the party and motivated.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to be upset, however this turns out. But I could definitely live with having Mitch as a vice chair. I think that would be a lot of fun.
I could live.
What are
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could live with Mitch being chair or vice chair.
Oh no, yeah, the Swarm Care race is Mitch Rowan and Matt Crowley.
I'm horrible with names. Was Drew the one with the beard? He's a little bit
That's
more,
a lot of people in the pirate party.
That's true. That's a
about
good
pirates,
point.
but Drew.
Was he
Drew
in the call yesterday?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Pennsylvania?
Yep.
Drew's Pennsylvania.
Yeah,
That's
I
right.
know
Yep.
Drew. Drew's cool.
Drew is really cool.
Drew's swag. Drew.
Honestly, I'd even be cool
is a pirate.
to see Drew as a vice chair.
Yeah.
I
think
could
he's
see
got a
I don't know. It's tricky. I thought I was sold on who I wanted for chair and vice chair, but now I don't know. It's gonna be tricky. I need to.
Yeah, the
weigh my
vice chair field. Oh, sorry. The vice chair field is everyone who's running for chair. So me, Mitch, and Sarai and V, plus Matt Crowley and plus Drew.
I not met Matthew Crowley too well.
Yeah, I don't know much about him. He hasn't advertised it on Twitter. I was hoping he would, but to be fair, I haven't either. But
I only retweeted that V made me. That Rowan is fire. That. That's my advertising thing now. I'm gonna say again, you should vote for Mitch before you vote for me. But
if you're thinking about voting for Mitch for chair or vice chair, maybe you could vote for Rowan for Swarm Care.
I mean, yeah, if you're doing that, yeah. But I could do Swarm Care. But again, I don't know. All praises to Mitch. Mitch brought me to this movement, and I appreciate Mitch a lot for that. So this is a Mitch appreciation time for me. Because if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be here now. Right now.
Rowan, you have you have an angry supporter in chat. They're saying they made you the Rowan is fire side.
Oh yeah. wait, no. I think V made the sign, but Duck Stereo, I believe, started it.
You
hashtag?
Yeah.
I know that's it wasn't V who made the phrase, but Duck Stereo did make the you made the I mean you did make the phrase. I most certainly agree with that. Wait, did you make the image too? Did you make the image too, Duck Stereo?
Man, I think that this is going to be a fun race. I I was expecting to not have to worry about it, but I'm thinking I'm actually going to have to campaign because both V and Mitch are winning people over.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Personally,
Oh,
AJ, you'll always be chair in my heart.
Dexter, I'm Knight on Discord. Oh, can you send that to me then? I'd love to use it. Your flag.
Oh.
I'm Brody Satva on Discord. Oh god, I realize how hard that is to say. I'll put it in the chat, YouTube. That's what I am on Discord. I put it in the chat. So yeah, I'd love to see because I know that V put it on Twitter, and I retweeted it on their account from their account.
And I am Michael in parentheses New Jersey on the Discord, but my username is the same as my YouTube name.
So yeah,
Put that into the chat again, just
it's an off topic.
so you can put a name to a face and a face to a name, and vice versa.
So before we go,
Yeah.
I kind of want to know, tentatively from both of you two, if you had to vote tomorrow instead of on Sunday, what would your ballot look like? Do you have any ideas? Are there any solids in your mind? I know Rowan said he's probably going to vote for Mitch for chair. What's
Oof.
Oh, I'm muted. What's on everyone's minds?
Oof. Well, me or the chat?
Anybody,
Or both?
Rowan?
Ooh. I don't know. Well, originally, yesterday I was thinking HAU as chair, continuing to be chair, and then V or Mitch as vice chair. But now that I know that other two people are running for vice chair and chair, well, no, I think just vice chair. Never mind. I don't know. I think Drew would make a good vice chair as well. I want to say right now I'm leaning towards UAJ as chair and Drew as vice chair, but that could change literally in a heartbeat. I think Mitch would also make a great vice chair. I think V could also make for a great vice chair as well. I think V could have made for a great swarm care manager, to be honest. But I know she declined, if I recall correctly.
Who was running?
They were never nominated to that. V was nominated
They were never
to
nominated. Never mind.
secretary, though.
That's right. That's right. Okay.
Are the candidates on announcements, or where are the candidates?
I put a list in general of, but there's also a thread if you go to the for nomination announcements, and both the document that has all that in there and also my play-by-play for who accepted what is in there as well.
That's right. I was thinking of
So wait. Which one did you accept? Wait.
There's
AJ, which ones did you accept?
I accepted chair
Oh,
and
that's
vice
right,
chair and not swarm care.
That's right. You were. I was confusing you with V. That's right. You were the one that declined swarm care.
Am I supposed to say my votes right now?
You can make endorsements if you want.
Well, I think it's already well known that I endorse Mitch for chair. So
I endorse AJ for chair. So
I do love
Thank you, Michael. I endorse you for secretary. I think Matt Crowley would be. I think he would be able to get to work better as vice chair or swarm chair, actually.
yeah.
So I'll go ahead and
ooh.
I'll go ahead and yeah, sure. I'll endorse you for secretary.
Thank you.
I endorse AJ. AJ, what other positions are you running for?
I think
Just
it's
your
literally
advice.
just vice chair.
Then I endorse AJ wholeheartedly as vice chair. I'm biased.
I don't know if I have an endorsement for vice chair, and that's funky. I think personally, I was gonna say I endorse Rowan for swarm care, but I don't know. And there's also Mitch, and then there's also I think Mitch is doing a great job. I think. Then there's also Matthew, but I also not too familiar with Matthew. I don't think we've ever interacted, so I don't know.
All right. I actually I shoot. I just remembered. I didn't actually want to technically do any endorsements because I didn't want to interfere. So I totally did not. I did not endorse Michael as
And
secretary. Wipe that from your memory.
I didn't endorse anyone.
no, it's. I mean, to be fair, when I say endorse, it's not actually officially endorsing. Just playfully endorsing for the night. Literally, it could change tomorrow.
Honestly, I'm going to say this also. My endorsements could change. No matter what, I want to see Mitch in one of the positions he's nominated for because I think Mitch is such a vital role in the national level party as well as the Illinois and Chicagoland, and I just see his contributions as enough to keep him in some sort of board position, as well as AJ. So I want to, no matter what, in my ideal ballot, AJ and Mitch are in some sort of position.
Yeah.
No matter what, because I see them as a power duo. Am I wrong or am I wrong? Am I right?
I think you're right.
I mean, Mitch and I have worked together pretty much since we both got here, so I'd love to keep that up.
Yeah.
So yeah, I like the power duo of AJ and Mitch. So those two are going to be in my ballot for sure. So whatever position you wish they be in, I recommend voting AJ and Mitch no matter what. Obviously, I think Michael, you're running for secretary, right?
I am.
So
So is
Michael,
Matthew Crowley.
Okay, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be straight up right now, and I respect all respects to Matthew. My endorsement, and this is a solid one that I'm not going to change I really change, is my mostly because I think that Michael's fit for the job, and that's my opinion.
I mean, I'm not. No comment.
No comment.
The only thing I'm worried about, is, are you sure that you'll be able to consistently make the Sunday meetings?
What? They're usually 9, right?
Yeah, 9 Eastern.
Yeah, I should be then. I know sometimes I think in the past I've not been able to because I would watch The Chase with my mom on Sunday nights sometimes, or other like TV shows, but yeah, I can totally like give that up on a Sunday because it's not that important compared to
the things we have to give up for
Yeah.
democracy.
There are also other like days that I can do that, so
Also, I think the biggest thing is if I become storm carrier, I'm going to get in contact with Jared Polis and get him so he's a Democrat and a pirate. He'll become a member of both parties somehow.
That's a you're making a lot of bold campaign
Wait, say that again?
promises, Ron.
I'm going to get in contact with Jared Polis,
Oh, if you were a storm care?
and I'll make him
Is that a hold on? I can't see your is that a
Colorado.
Governor of Colorado.
Yeah.
Jared Polis, this is an announcement if you see this somehow, which I don't think you will. But if you do,
I don't know. Jared
I will-
Polis
I will
follows
get
the
in contact
Pirates
with you
on Twitter.
shortly.
It's possible.
He followed the Pirates on Twitter. That's why we're all joking about it.
I will get in contact with you shortly, Jared, and I'll convince you to become a member of the Pirate Party.
Wow.
Maybe be the leader of the Colorado Pirate Party. Is there a current Colorado Pirate
Wait,
Party?
can somebody be the chair and
yeah.
governor of a state?
Probably.
Pirates?
There's nothing in our bylaws preventing it.
I mean, if Jared Polis,
Yeah.
if Jared Polis for some reason wants to be the chair of the Colorado, which no offense, but I think he'd already have enough duties on his hands.
Okay, make him the chair of the Pirate Party. Period.
Because, yeah, never mind. Screw Mitch.
Sorry, AJ. But
Screw Mitch.
Jared Polis would have my vote in our.
We're endorsing Jared Polis for the chair of the U.S. Pirate Party.
No.
We nominate Jared Polis.
If this happened a few days earlier, someone could have. Nominations are closed.
Could somebody have nominated Jared Polis?
Yeah, shit. I should have nominated
Next year.
Next year, nomination.
If he doesn't run for president next year.
If he doesn't run for president, I'll be kind of depressed. Honestly, I want to see.
I want him to run for president.
If he, I hope he runs. I hope he wins the Democratic primary.
He feels like a pirate, honestly. Like.
Yeah, and also I feel like yeah, I think one thing, this is one of my controversial opinions. I think pirates can infiltrate the two-party system. I
For
think
sure.
that we can have people who are running as Democrats, be pirate, support pirate policies. We should support them.
Yeah.
I don't know, AJ, if your position on that, but I know my personal position is like I'm the vice president of my school's Democrat club. I have been since 2021, so I'm not inherently against Democrats. I think that they have a lot of flaws, but I also see a lot of the positives,
Oh,
especially in relations to just making sure that people's basic rights are met. And
personally, how I see it, I mean, I think both parties suck, but at least Democrats aren't trying to actively take people's rights away.
yeah. And I mean, the thing is, I'd
So,
say,
I mean, you could argue like they're taking away gun rights, but like,
well,
If
like
anything,
gun
they
rights
are.
versus
Yeah,
like
yeah.
rights to live and exist in peace and
One's
harmony.
more important.
I'd also say that yeah, I think Democrats could be more like, again, if pirates want to be involved in politics, but they don't want to do the radical thing, which I recommend people do both, but if they don't want to do the radical thing and run as a pirate, I think the Pirate Party can still endorse and support candidates who are of Democratic Party or even Republican Party if they actually support the values we support. I'd say.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
think personally,
Yeah, I
bias.
mean, I'm in full support of doing more things like this. I don't always know if obviously there's only so much of an extent we can take it in terms of running a
Also,
political
this
party,
is stream
especially
still going, by
because
the way.
yeah, the stream is still going. I don't know why or how, but because it usually cuts us off at an hour,
Huh.
but the stream is still going.
Did we like pay for premium? We didn't know it.
Yeah, maybe we paid for premium. We didn't.
Actually, signing up for AI Dungeon signs you up for YouTube, or for Jitsi
signs you
Premium.
up for Jitsi Premium. What I will say
Yeah.
I'm in full support of is, in some way, shape, or form, I want the pirate movement to infiltrate the two-party system. Maybe there's only so much we can do as a party, but definitely, I mean, within my lifetime, I'd love to be on the board of like a piratey think tank or organization or something that oversees influencing the two-party system and establishment politics to be more piratey. I mean, there's all sorts of like libertarian and lefty tanks and organizations and things like that, and they sort of do that, and they kind of get some kind of edge in through doing that. I would love to replicate that at some point in time. That's actually something that's been on my mind a little bit, and there's some days where I wake up and I'm like, you know what? Maybe I want to do that immediately after, like as soon as I resign from like chair, maybe I could go start that. I think about that a lot, actually.
I mean, I think that also the idea. I think that having the one goal in my lifetime at least is in relation to the Democratic Party is having a caucus that is more libertarian, like a libertarian democratic presence. And I think pirates kind of have that aspect of being a civil libertarian party, and that's why I think pirates being involved in the process of having more libertarian aspect of that the Democratic Party is a big thing. I guess is that the best way to word it. You know, um, I don't know. I guess I see people like Jared Polis, as flag bearers of this like libertarian, like at least civil libertarian kind of libertarian democratic movement. And I think that pirates in that sense are similar to that. And that's why I think supporting the Democrats who are more civil libertarian minded and supporting pirates is the most important thing in politics right now in relations to privacy rights, in relations to human rights, in relations to making sure the government isn't overstepping on people's private lives, and that people can live the lives they want to without being oppressed by government or corporations. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see. Pirate Party, I want to see Pirate Party win on the local level though. That'd be really fun to see. Like having, because I think that's my mind. Like I think it'll be harder to win the national level. I think it'll be hard. It'll be much harder to have a congressman or woman as a Pirate Party member, as much as I think it'd be much easier to have state representatives or even city council members as Pirate Party members.
Well, I think at the moment the game plan of and correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the current game plan of pirates are kind of starting locally and then working our way up to hopefully
Absolutely.
in the near future, hopefully the near future and not the distant future, running for president. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, we're starting at the local level. Also, I hate to interrupt this conversation, but a little bit ago, our mock poll for who everyone was voting for chair expired, and Rowan will
Oh no.
like this. Mitch narrowly beat me out by a couple of votes. So as of right now,
Sorry.
Mitch is actually favored to win.
Oh,
I got 34% of the vote, and Mitch got 37.9. So we have a competitive race, everyone.
I
This
should have
actually isn't going to be as cut and dry as the incumbent winning. I'm going to have to fight for it.
fight for it hard. And even if you don't win, you'll always be chair in my heart because you're AJ. You're great.
Oh, don't worry, Michael. Don't worry. I will win. That's not a question. Mitch, I'm sorry.
no
I'm
rigging.
sorry
No,
if you
no.
hear this,
No,
but
no,
you
no.
know, I have already won. It was over before it began.
It's actually all for show. We actually have our selections picked out. It's just no.
No. It's completely democratic. I'm just gonna be cocky. I will actually no. I can't actually make any promises because Mitch is a great guy and a lot of pirates know me, and he could beat me. I mean, V could also beat me. They've only been here for a little bit, but I mean, anything could happen. I don't know what's going to happen with these elections. They're both great candidates, so I shouldn't be too cocky. But for the sake of joking around with one of my longtime compatriots within the organization, Mitch, you stand no chance. I will destroy you.
Sorry.
No comments on that.
Sorry, I was texting someone. My bad.
I'm excited. This is gonna be fun.
I definitely
I
think it's
agree.
going to be fun.
Yeah.
Let's get ready to rumble.
So just to clarify again, tomorrow is hopefully bigger things.
Yes. We have at least one presentation from Drew, and we'll see if we can cobble something else together. And then
And when does that start?
I believe it starts at 8 Eastern.
Cool. I'll be at work. It's so sad.
That's all right. Drew's should be able to run itself.
Cool.
Okay, well, I'm gonna head out because I got this final tomorrow. But I wish you all the best. I hope I impress some people. If I become the swarm care manager, that'll be really awesome. But if not, I'm appreciative of the opportunity nonetheless. So thank
Jeez, who's speeding over there?
My dorm's right next to the main street of this city. So,
Who's speeding on Main Street? Jeez.
well, it's called College Avenue, and it's like a race lane basically.
Jeez.
So,
Oh no! All right.
anyways, have a good night, y'all.
Yep. All right.
Everyone.
We'll sign out. Don't forget to vote pirate. Not just generally, but also on Sunday. The form will be up, and you will be able to vote. Don't forget to tune into more officer forums and also presentations. Thank you all for joining us, and we will be back tomorrow.
Let's
And
go.
we are almost out. Let me. Ooh, I think I have to press this button first. Sorry, everyone. It's been a while since I've done this. And end stream. And in stream. And in stream.